My turning point when I knew I needed God the most was I was driving on New Year's, January 1st, 2008, and I hit a car, and the hit was fine. I thought I was all good until I got clipped in from behind. I was thrown into oncoming, we spun, and then we flew in the air and nose down. All of the paramedics, all the police that came, they were astounded by why nobody was injured, barely, the car was totaled but barely touched. It was crazy that I knew that God had his hands on my life, and I did, that was right then. I just broke, and I had to tell my parents to come to help me, and I had to make sure that my friends' parents knew what was going on, and it grew me up. It showed me that responsibility that I had lives, fought little friends, lives that counted on me, people that cared about me. And my mom was like, we can replace a car, we can't replace you, and that broke my heart too, to realize I don't live for myself, I live for something deeper and greater, and that's to be a light in this world.
So my wake-up call happened on a Saturday morning. I had just woken up, it was early, and somebody was banging on my door, and it was a raid. I was selling drugs and stuff like that at that time. They raided my house, and it was a gang task force. They found a bullet in my dresser drawer. I got arrested, and when they were searching my house, I had a machine gun in my kitchen drawer. And when I was sitting there handcuffed, I prayed. I said, you know what, God knows I'm a three-striker. This is my last draw. I prayed. I said, you know what, God, if you have a purpose for me, if you're real, you need to let yourself be known to me now. And a miracle took place. When they searched the kitchen, they didn't find it, and they were looking right where it was at. And to me, I was just in awe. I was in awe, and I knew that God was revealing himself to me, and I knew I had to make a change. And from that point on, no matter what I did, I was convicted, because I knew that he had called me, and I knew that I had to change my life.
There was a time in my life when I was flunking in class in school. I didn't know what to do with my life. I didn't know where I was going, and I just wanted to give up. I just wanted to end my life. So I took a razor, and I went to the bathroom. I locked myself in the bathroom, and I was just cutting my wrist. And I was like, man, all I need is a vein. I just need a vein, and I'll just bleed to death. And then I remember my mom. I thought of my mom. She was crying over my grave. She's saying, why? And I see my brother and my dad crying over my grave, and that was my wake-up call. I threw the razor in the ground, and I'm like, man, God, if you don't want me to die now, if you don't want me to end my life now, do something, do something. Help me, get me out of here, do something.